Evening, guys. Evening. Middle of the night. I'm just reading up on what is the headlines tomorrow morning, and once again, we've got a media propaganda bullshit. Let's attack Chelsea approach. Daily Mail. They've just been totally and utterly incessant, going with Roman Abramovich could still scupper a Chelsea sale because he won't accept bids from countries that have sanctioned Russian oligarchs over Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, and it means the club could yet end up in administration. Abramovich has hired the Rain Group to sell Chelsea, and he could veto bids. He may still scupper a Chelsea sale. Well, how do they know? What, they had an interview with him then, have they? They had a chat with him then? Or is it just making up shit once again? Not even news, is it? But that's what they go with. Let's sensationalise something, let's make something up. Just bullshit. This is not reported at all. It's crap. You're crap, Daily Mail. It's not journalism. It's bullshit. You're like a comic. Development means the European champions could yet end up in administration. Owner is not keen on bids from countries that have sanctioned Russian oligarchs. Bullshit. Roman Abramovich can still scupper the Chelsea sale, with sources insisting that he does not want to accept a bid from a country that has sanctioned Russian oligarchs. Abramovich, the Chelsea owner, will be available to influence the club sale despite having had his assets seized by the government. He has hired the Rain Group to sell the club and could veto bids. He could veto bids. He could do anything he likes. He could be taking a shit on top of, Boris Johnson's head. He could. It's just bollocks. Where's the news here? The development means Chelsea could yet end up in administration, as the highest remaining bid from outside of the US and Europe is likely to be the Saudi Media Group, who has reportedly tabled an offer of $2.66 billion. But with the Chancellor Rishi Sunak overseeing the process, which he isn't, by the way, the government is unlikely to back a Saudi approach. Why? What, when the Chancellor of the Exchequer and Boris Johnson have already come out and said about how the UK is open for business with Saudi Arabia, and why the UK government have gone over to Saudi Arabia to do a deal for oil. Why would they say that? So he's unlikely to do that. This is what they want, of course, this moralistic stuff. But of course, where's their criticism of the government then? Given the recent backlash against Newcastle United sale and an investment fund linked to the Gulf nations rulers, well, there's no links between the Saudi Media Group and the Saudi government. But again, they're making up shit because they want to quash, they want to put as much pressure as possible because they don't want Chelsea to be successful. They want to kill Chelsea. Nothing would please them more. US businessman Todd Bowley has teamed up with Swiss billionaire Hansel Wyss and British property developer Jonathan Goldstein to lead one of the two major American bids. Their proposals appears to have gone a long way to reassuring the government that they can do a quick deal. The Ricketts family, owners of the Chicago Cubs baseball team, has also lodged a bid. The government could yet seize Chelsea, but even if the deal is agreed, there will be questions around the proceeds, given it has said Abramovich would not receive any money. Rain declined to comment. Well, they haven't commented, have they? Because there's no news, and why would they comment on something, and why would you ask the question if there's no news? It's just bollocks, and it's accompanied by pictures. Like, there's Todd Bowley leading one of the two major American bids. They're the ones that they want us to have, obviously. And then there's a picture of Stamford Bridge, and it's headlines. Latest development means the European champions could yet end up in administration. And then there's a picture of Abramovich, like, with him all sad, you know. And then ownership crisis. Chelsea fans are now reacting, but it's 20 years too late. You know what? It's pathetic. I mean, this is vindictive. It's not news. It's just bullshit. Daily Mail again. It's just relentless. Headline again. This is another Sunday one. Chelsea warned that Seb Coe is completely unsuitable to be part of the takeover bid due to his company's relationship with imprisoned Russian oligarch Andrei Shevchenkov. Chelsea have been told that Seb Coe is not suitable to be part of a takeover bid. Chris Bryan, MP, said Lord Coe should have run a mile from Andrei Shevchenkov. Well, like, you should have run a mile when you sanctioned the war in Iraq. Chris Bryan. He's got a lot to say, this fucking Chris Bryan, hasn't he? When you check your expenses, mate. Coe's company, CSM, continued to sell Shevchenkov hospitality at sporting events. Fucking hell, why don't they all go and fucking look in their fucking back pockets? I'm sure they'll find some fucking loose change somewhere. So Seb Coe has been declared completely unsuitable for a Chelsea takeover. Lord Coe and his firm, CSM, should have run a mile. So what are they going to do now? Destroy the reputation of Sebastian Coe now from Andrei Shevchenkov after the construction mogul lost 150 million case in the High Court, according to Chris Bryan. It's incredible though, isn't it? You know, both Labour and the Conservatives have received Russian money from Russian oligarchs, but you know, won't go on about that, of course. It's all right for them to do whatever they like, you know. Parliamentary privilege, of course. The man on Sunday has learnt that he continued to sell thousands of pounds worth of hospitality to sporting events until he was eventually extradited to Russia and jailed. Chelsea had been placed up for sale. Coe, a Chelsea fan, has thrown his weight behind the consortium led by British businessman Sir Martin Broughton that lodged a takeover proposal on Friday evening. Coe was said to have been guaranteed a place on the Chelsea board should the bid be accepted. It's just fucking relentless, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And it is a witch hunt, you know. VTB Bank awarded Cosmos loans worth 150 million. A significant proportion of its financing was provided between 2013 and 14. Well, UEFA Champions League has been financed, isn't it, by Gazprom for years upon years upon years. So shall we disband that on the basis that at one point it was, you know, funding the Champions League? Maybe we should shut that down as well. Maybe we should shut everything down. Just shut everything down and just allow the government a free pass, of course, and we won't bring up any misdemeanours that they've done. It's just bollocks, isn't it? It just absolutely makes you fucking sick. It really, really does. Really, really fucking does. It makes you sick, you know what I mean? And it's definitely, it's not even funny anymore, is it? You know, and Rio Ferdinand, to be fair, is absolutely fucking right, 100% right. This is nothing to do with Roman Abramovich anymore or anything. It's just it's to do with a witch hunt against Chelsea, and just absolute bollocks. You know what I mean? Well, we're fucking enough. Had enough of it, do you know what I mean? Had enough. And part of me, you know, just thinks, you know what, fuck it, just have the Saudis. If people are going to be pissed off of us, they might as well be mentally pissed off of us. And fuck it, do you know what I mean? We've got over £1 trillion then, and we'll just completely and utterly dominate, and fuck it, you can say what you like about us. Don't care anymore, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I just thought that, you know, guys, you know what I mean? So be prepared for your Sunday morning read. or headlines, because if they picked it up, somebody else is going to pick it up, and just absolute bollocks once again, like from mainstream media, which isn't news, it's just fucking bollocks, absolute bollocks. It's just not journalism, or there's no integrity, there's nothing. It's just nothing. It's just lies and things that you wouldn't even wipe your ass with. Anyway, guys, speak to you soon. Much love. Up the chills.